Shalom Yashala. I'm gonna start this lesson by giving all praise, all glory, all honor, all blessing, all truth, all wisdom belong to our power, Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahushai, by Hashem Kakodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone that teach us well and rule well to the Akakodash, and salutation to you, Akim, that's in highways and byways on this work and truth and sincerity. Shalom, shalom. To this lesson is about the cool Lord, okay? Nero Trump, that Yahweh power by Hashem Yahushai have set over the Egyptians, the Babylonians, which was known as Sodom and Egypt, America, USA, right? There's a recession fear going on, or depression fear, okay? And economic downturns, and job being cut out here, okay? So, hey, you got videos, you got articles and stuff like that. Gonna bring them up and gonna bring a few scriptures, man. Hey, we're in those time right now. Hey, Yahweh power by Hashem Yahushai. It's not playing with Babylon. It's not playing with America, man. It's not playing with the old USA out here, because this thing is getting old out here. Babylon, aka America, is getting old, man. It's no longer tender and delicate no more, man. Okay? Everybody's complaining about Babylon, and that's what's going on out here. And I got an article, man, okay? Let's get the article first. The article is from CAP, right? It's from October 14, 2024, right? The Trump administration planned to covertly cut Social Security disabilities benefits, okay? Hey, if there's a lot of cut that's made in Social Security disability benefits, a lot of people gonna lose their job out here. A lot of older nurses, right? Nurses aid, right? Or medical administration. A lot of those people, especially so-called black women, work in medical administration. They sit at the desk and stuff like that. A lot of those people gonna lose their job. A lot of old people gonna be cut off from medication, hospital stay. What's the one they call it? I forgot the name of it, but when I remember, I'll let you know. Okay. We need Social Security. This is, you see, that's how we know Esau Edom is one of the worst. Is a wicked man. Okay. They have to pay onto Social Security, and now they're gonna cut Social Security. And I bet you the people they're gonna cut at the top was people that pay into it, especially you, Jake. You so-called black Latinos and American. You're still gonna be the main one affected by this cut, man. Okay. As the disability community continue to rapidly evolve, its members have begun to use identity first language in place of person first language. This is because they view disability as being a core component of identity, more like race and gender. Okay, America is confused. It's Babylon. Babylon is confused. I mean, that's what Babylon actually means, confusion. Some members of the community, such as people with intellectual and development disabilities, prefer person first language, and this column, right? The term are used interchangeably. Okay, Social Security, including disability benefits, is one of the most successful anti-poverty program, right? See, hey, once they start cutting Social Security disabilities, a lot of people gonna go into poverty. You got a high functioning people that's in disabilities, right? And if they cut those things, they're gonna lose housing. They're gonna lose jobs. Like some of them got part-time jobs. They're gonna lose those part-time jobs. What else they gonna lose? They're gonna lose a lot of things, man. They're gonna lose WIC, EBT card, all those things. They're gonna lose a lot of things, man, and they're gonna drive the poverty to a whole-time high, homelessness to an whole-time high, man. Okay, and death to a whole-time high, disease to a whole-time high, right? Social Security, including disabilities benefits, is one of the most successful anti-poverty programs in the United States. As of August 2025, 8.1 million people receive Social Security disabilities insurance, right? It's SDI. It's not only for old people, it's for old, young, a young adult, a, young adult, and little ones, right? A newborn and stuff like that. Some of them are into and it's DI, man. Okay, the Trump administration have plans to propose regulatory change that is finalized could represent the biggest security disability cut in history. If there's 8.1 million people, I bet you if that thing happened, at least 2 million people gonna be affected, or all people gonna be affected by these things. And if millions of people are affected, millions of people gonna lose their job because those people are rely on those government programs to have jobs and to have money in their pockets. Okay, to have cities, town to be able to survive those things, right? There's some town, it's nothing but elderly people live there, okay? Housing, that's all live there. Probably half the town, probably like it's old people that live there. And some of those towns can be affected by this thing, okay? Because the money's not coming in, the tax is not coming in, and nothing, it's nothing but town and city falling, right? It's signing for bankruptcy, right? Disability insurance, SSDI, benefits, and 7.2 million people receive federal supplemental security insurance, SSI, yet the program is now under threat. The Trump administration has planned to propose regulatory change that, if finalized, could represent the biggest social security disability cut in history. Among the expected proposals are changes that will prevent people, especially older adults, from qualifying for disability benefits, with devastating consequences. Specifically, the plan will change eligibility criteria to make it even harder to qualify, preventing people from accessing much needed benefits. Okay? Restricting eligibility will cut people off from disability benefits that are already too difficult to access. See, the change sought by the Trump administration are arbitrary and cruel efforts. And then that's the cruel Lord again. The Lord gonna give a cruel Lord unto the Egyptians, the Babylonians, America. Okay? Those things are cool. What they're doing is cool effort to restrict needed benefits that are already too difficult to access. To receive disability benefits, one must navigate an extensive and burdensome process, which where more than 2/3 of SDI disability applicants are denied. There are also dangerous delays. As of July 2025, nearly 1 million people were waiting for decision, the results of decades of understaffing made worse by cuts led by the Department of Government Efficiency, DOGE. For many, those decisions never come. In fiscal year 2023, 30,000 people died while awaiting disability decision. If in 2023, 30,000 people died waiting, what do you think gonna happen by 2026 when this cut are made? Probably like, probably like 3-4 times more. Okay, maybe like 120,000 people. Probably gonna die waiting. Okay, and Babylon is divided, man. Okay, let's get another one. Okay. This is from Yahoo Finance, when Bloomberg, right? Trump pledged to this program, okay, to cut admin shutdown Friday.
The music festival 2 years ago, and there were 6.
President Trump is receiving bipartisan accolades at this point, but there is a lot more ahead.
Indeed. More important than my reaction is the reaction of the survivors. I spent this morning at the Nova exhibit in Boston.
They were supposed to talk about the shutdowns going on, right? It's something about something else, right? President Trump pledged to release a list of federal programs slated for cuts later this week. The White House latest threat to slash the federal bureaucracy and put pressure on Democrats to end the impasse over the shutdown, right? Okay? See? To pressure on Democrats. It's Republican against Democrat. Babylon is divided, man. More division is coming up on Babylon, and those Egyptians are fighting not only mentally, spiritually, and they're gonna fight physically at the end of the day, man. So we're closing up programs that are Democrat programs, right? Now it's saying those Babylonians programs, those Egyptian programs are Democrat programs, right? Okay, that are wanted to close up, and that we never wanted to happen. Trump told reporters, right? I mean, Trump is putting Egyptians against Egyptians, Americans against Americans, okay? Babylonians against Babylonians, right? The Democrats are getting killed, and we're going to have a list of them on Friday, this coming Friday. And this things was yesterday, October 14, 2025, right? Okay. The threat is the latest effort from the White House to make the shutdown now and its 14-day as painful as possible for Democrats. It's also another one by the administration, one Congress, which determine how federal funds are spent. The White House have already terminated more than 4,000 federal workers and spended funding for clean energy and transportation program in Democratic-run states, escalating the standoff with Democrats, right? Hey, the Republicans are targeting Democrats, man. Still, polls suggest that it's Democrats who hold a slight edge over Republican and win the blame game for the shutdown. The two parties show no sign of resolving the impasse soon, despite millions of people going without paycheck and mounting air travel delay. Millions of people going without checks. If millions of people are going without checks, the economy is in a downturn. Okay? If money is not spending, pops and mom's store they're gonna close their door. Corporation gonna lose money. Okay? Family, kids not able to feed themselves. They get food out here. Okay? Charity programs gonna be closed. Okay? The White House Budget Office earlier Tuesday vowed to continue reduction in forces the government term for layoff of federal workers. 4,000 only got cut off already, got laid off already. Said that military members and federal law enforcement will be paid, signaling the Trump administration is digging in. OMB is making every preparation to batten down the hashes of wired out to the Democrats and transitions. The Office of Management and Budget posted on social media on Tuesday, pay the troops, pay law enforcement, continue to wave and wait. Okay, those layoffs mark the first large-scale ousters of federal employees during the funding lapse in modern history, going behind the fallout that have characterized past shutdown. Republicans claim determination are a necessary consequences of the shutdown, an assertion Democrat and federal budget experts have disputed. Hey, Nero Trump, the cool Lord, ain't playing, man. Okay, and let's go to that video. This is from News 9 Live, right? Trump orders layoff across federal agencies. Layoff begin at Treasury, Health, and more. Okay? Let's play that video real quick.
President Donald Trump on Friday blamed Democrats for his decision to lay off thousands of workers across the U.S. government as he followed through on his threat to cut the federal workforce during the government shutdown. Job cuts were underway at the Treasury Department, the U.S. Health Agency, the Internal Revenue Service, and the Departments of Education, Commerce, and Homeland Security's Cybersecurity Division, spokespeople said, but the total extent of the layoffs was not immediately clear. Roughly 300,000 federal civilian workers had already been sent to leave their jobs this year due to a downsizing campaign initiated earlier this year by Trump. Democrats are holding out for an extension of health insurance subsidies, arguing health costs will increase dramatically for many of the 24 million Americans who get their coverage through the Affordable Care Act.
Hey, listen. The healthcare system, if it's affected by those cuts that are going to be made, Babylon economy is run to the healthcare systems, right? As much America is speaking about a economic thing, the economy of Babylon is run by the healthcare, by the pharmakia, man. Okay, that's why it runs by. Okay, okay. Majority of their jobs, okay, okay, is run to the healthcare systems, right? A lot of them, okay. Doesn't matter if it's social security, anything, is run to the healthcare system. Babylon economy, a large, not a large portion of it. If that collapse, Babylon, a market, a space will collapse, man. Okay, Wall Street will collapse overnight, and that's what we're seeing in Babylon. And with Trump, with the Lord, putting that thing in the midst of Babylon, all those things are hitting the fan out here. Okay, let's get scriptures, man. We talk long enough. Okay, let's go to Isaiah, man. Isaiah chapter 19, verse 1. The burden of Egypt, behold, Yahweh power riding upon a swift cloud, and shall come unto Egypt, and the idol of Egypt shall be moved at his presence, and the heart of Egypt shall melt in the midst of it. Let's see that in the NLT. This message came to me concerning Egypt, aka Babylon, aka America. Look, Yahweh power is advancing against Egypt. You see, the Most High is advancing against Egypt, right? Riding on a sea cloud, the idols of Egypt tremble, the hearts of the Egyptians melt with fear. And the Egyptians are seeing all those things. Those farms, farmers are losing farms, and they're losing crops, and they're not selling their products, right? All those things part of the shutdown, and more costs gonna come to the farmers, man, because they're not gonna be subsidized. Okay, they're not gonna be able to subsidize those farmers, man. Okay, and then what's gonna happen after those doing all that, man? Okay, when they're gonna visit is advancing against Babylon, right? And I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, okay, and they shall fight everyone against his brother, and everyone against neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom. That's exactly what Trump is doing right now. Republican, Democrat are fighting right now, okay? They're fighting to policies, okay? That called, it's like an economic hitman. The same thing they go to other four corners of the earth and do to other nations, to other poor nations. They're doing the same thing to their own people. And then when the economic hit doesn't it's not as effective as it's supposed to be, people are gonna take the gun. Okay, if that worked too well, people in Babylon gonna take the gun. Those Egyptians gonna take the gun against each other, man, and start killing each other. Let's do that in LT. I will make Egyptians fight against Egyptians, brother against brother, neighbor against neighbor, city against city, province against province. You got in some state, you got cities that's Democrat, you got cities that Republican. And if that city is being financed and this one is being blocked, guess what? They're gonna fight. And the spirit of the Egyptians shall fall in the midst thereof. Hey, when all those things happening, especially the Egyptian woman, our people too, they're gonna start crying out here. Okay? And will destroy the council thereof. They're gonna try to come together, but the Most High gonna make a divide so wide they're gonna be able to piece it together, man. Okay? And they shall seek to the idols and to the charmers and to them that are familiar spirit and to the wizard. Okay? They're gonna call upon their gods, man. They're gonna call upon the idols. They're gonna call the Chaldeans. They're gonna call the wise men to try to make a sense of what's going on here, man. But it's their own doing. But the Most High is making them do it, right? And the Egyptians will I give unto the hand of a cruel Lord, and fierce king shall rule over them, said Yahweh power, Yahweh, said the Lord, Yahweh power of hosts. Okay? And the water shall fail from the sea, and the river shall be waste and dried up. Hey, all those things that make Babylon great, those things gonna dry up, man. Okay? All those things that make Babylon, aka America, the principal light of this world, gonna dry up, man. Those light gonna be dim out here, and the nations are gonna regard Babylon, okay, aka America. They're gonna look at Babylon as a bleep, okay, because they're not gonna be able to make money from Babylon, okay, and if they're gonna make money, the money gonna make, it's not gonna be enough. It's not gonna be as much as they used to. And that's gonna bring more crime, man. Okay, and let's go to Isaiah 14 and 19 and 14, right? Yahweh power have mingled perverse spirit in the midst thereof, and they have caused Egypt to err, and every works thereof, as a drunken man scattered and his vomit. And the Lord Yahweh power by Hashem Yahushai is causing Egypt to err, man. Neither shall there be any work for Egypt which Yahweh, which the head or tail, branch, and wash may do. When all those laws going on right now, you're gonna start a ripple effect, man. You see, if 4,000 people lose their job in the federal government, guess what? In the private sector, 2 to 4,000 people gonna lose their job. Okay, if not triple that. Okay, because to those government, those people that work in the government, a lot of contractors gonna lose their job. If those contractors lose their job, and some of those contractors got employees they employ, they're gonna lose their job. Okay, and all those some of those contracts gonna be cancelled, and those contractors, man, some of them gonna be in the loop, some of them it's gonna be in the negative, and some of them not gonna make the money that they signed for. Okay. And that day shall Egypt be unto women, and those the Egyptians and Babylon, aka America, man, they're gonna cry like a baby, man. They're gonna cry like a woman giving birth to a child, man. They're gonna say, my nation, wow, what's going on with my nation? That's the way they're gonna talk. Okay? And he shall be afraid and fear because of the shaking of the hand of Yahweh power of hosts, which he shake over it. And the Lord is doing that shaking the hand over Babylon and making to air, man. There's no coming back from this thing. Babylon gonna air on every side, man. And the Musa gonna make sure that Babylon is coming back, right? There's nothing Egypt can do. All are helpless. That's the NLT, right? They are helpless. The head and the tail, the noble palm branch, and totally weed. And that day the Egyptian will be as weak as women. They will cover and fear beneath the upraised face of Yahweh power of heaven's armies. And you can see they're weak right now. Some of them raise their hand up. They say they gave up. Because there's no coming back from this thing, man. Okay? And that's exactly what we see. Babylon is done for, man. Okay? And divided. Okay? Let's go to Mark 3 and 23, man. When you see a president that's supposed to bring a nation together, talking about hey, we're gonna target the Democrats. We're gonna cut the Democrats' programs. Like Republicans are not using those programs, man. Okay, Mark 3 verse 23. And he called unto him and said unto them in parables, I can see them cast out Satan. And in a way too. Hey, that's their politics right now. A lot of times you see those things happening, it's them playing good cop and bad cop. Okay? Okay? Exactly what Esau Edom divide and conquered, man. That's the game they play against the population. That's the game they play in the mind of the population, man. Okay? And if a kingdom be divided against itself, that kingdom cannot stand. Okay? Hey, once the people don't get the memo, those people are gonna fight against each other, man. And they're gonna be too late. Until they're gonna make sure there's no coming back from them. They're gonna be helpless. When the fight started, when the war started, there's no coming back from this thing. They don't say, oh yeah, it was a game. Let's separate. Let's come together. No, it's not gonna work that way. And if house be divided against itself, the house cannot stand. And that's exactly what happened to Babylon. As much they're playing good cop and bad cop, hey, once that there's a big crack in it, there's a small crack right now, and there's a big crack, there's no coming back from this thing. You cannot put that glass together, man. When there's a big crack in it, you got to put the whole thing away. That's exactly what the Messiah gonna do. Verse 26, and Satan rise up against Satan and be divided. He cannot stand. He have an end. And Babylon is at an end right now. Babylon, aka America, aka Edom and Esau Edom, and rulership is gonna come to an end. Because Satan is divided against Satan. European against American, Australian against Russian. They're all fighting amongst each other, man. Okay, there's no honor among thieves out here. Exactly what we see. Okay? And let's go to Jeremiah 50. Jeremiah 50 verse 24. Jeremiah 50 verse 23. Is the hammer of the whole earth called asunder and broken. Is Babylon becoming desolation among the nation. America is known as the hammer of the earth, man. Okay? They bring the hammer down. If they say they're gonna attack you or they're gonna come take your land, that's exactly what they're gonna do. If they say they're gonna send the army, that's exactly what Babylon, aka America, gonna do. America went to have the four corners and hit people on the head, okay, with all kind of methods, right? I've laid a snare for thee, and this is a snare that Yahweh power by Hashem Yahushai laid for Babylon, okay, aka America, aka Sodom and Egypt, right? And thou are also taken. O Babylon, thou was not aware, thou are found and also caught, because thou have striven against Yahweh power by Hashem Yahushai. Exactly what Babylon have done. It have striven against the Most High. It's coming against the prophets. It's gonna come against the teachers, the apostles, man. Okay, and all those I came not doing this work in truth and sincerity to four corners of the earth. Babylon's about to come against us, man. And when those things happening, when we see all those things happening, Democrat against Republican, Trump making all those cuts, what's gonna happen? Millions of jobs gonna be lost, okay, and they're gonna get crushed on Wall Street, okay. And let's go to Zephaniah, man. Zephaniah chapter 1 verse 10, and it shall come to pass, and that day said Yahweh power, that there shall be the noise of a cry from the fish gate, and howling from the second, and a great crashing from the hills. Okay, that's a stock market crashing, man. Okay, and millions of jobs gonna be lost. It's depression, fear. Okay, this is the depression fear that's coming. Because I think one of this article say recession fear is coming, right? And that's why those people are seeing right now, the recession fear that they see and the horizon right now, okay? And they find themselves helpless. Verse 11, all ye inhabitants of Mashtish, for all the merchant people are cut down, and all they that bear silver are cut off. Your silver and your gold is not going to be able to serve you, man. Those merchants that bring goods to Babylon, or Babylon bring goods to them, those things are not going to serve you, man. Okay? Babylon's not going to be able to buy silver no more. They're not going to be able to buy those merchants, the merchandise no more. Because there's no job, there's no food, okay, on the tables like that. Hey. Okay? Exactly that is time we in right now, okay? The crashing of the stock market, the crashing of Wall Street, and the economic, the recession, depression, whatever we want to call it, the fear, the depression that's coming, it cannot come soon enough, man, okay? And it's coming. And it's at the door. It's Yahusha is coming. Yahusha is at the door. But that recession is coming too, okay? And they're gonna do a they're gonna crash the economy. They're gonna crash their own economy, okay, and bring the digital dollar at the end of the day. And with that, I hope everybody and sisters was edified. I'm gonna close this lesson by giving all praise, all glory, all honor, all blessing, all truth, all wisdom belong to our power, Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahushai, by Hashem, Wakwakodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone that teach us well and will well to the Akwakodash, and salutation to you, Akim, that's in highways and byways on this work and truth and sincerity. Shalom, shalom.